crown. So RJ Minerva, along with the guys that I mentioned during the pregame in Simon Sandagon and possibly Mayor Mark Alcala, could help spark a big rally for them in this game.
Interestingly, Andrea has something for us about RJ Minerva.
For RJ Minerva, stepping into this court to play in the finals is one job that needs a lot of courage. But his father, Robert Minerva, who has been working in Dubai for 18 years as a firefighter, came to the rescue. Yes, umuwi po ang kanyang tatay kasabay ni RJ dito sa Pilipinas, not to put out but instead ignite the fire in the heart of his son. Kwento nga ni RJ, it was his dad who pushed him to become a basketball player. As he vividly recalled, grade 1 pa lang ako, OFW na si Papa sa Dubai. At para naman sa kanyang ama, nagbunga lahat ng sakripisyo niya, seeing his son step into the spotlight and be a fighter of his own. Back to you guys.
Might I say, basketball is a contact sport, and yes, there have been a lot of injuries tallied. A lot actually have been tallied for this man already in LJ Gonzalez. But basketball does not compare to a job of being a firefighter.
Oh,
Shout out
definitely.
to you, Sir Robert Minerva.
Definitely, props to you guys and to every OFW working not just in Dubai but around the world. You know, these guys are the real heroes of today. Earlier, we just saw LJ Gonzalez getting a lane to the basket. He rejected the ball screen on the initial play and then saw that there was an opening going towards the hoop. A little dipsy-do, absorbed the contact and finished. You like to see that if you're QUEZON. Despite what happened in the first quarter where he got hit and we saw some bleeding, he was treated on the bench and now he's back to start the second quarter and make QUEZON get the driver's seat by 1.
5 points already for LJ in this game. And the Huskers have already made more field goals in this quarter after a minute gone by compared to the first quarter of game number 3. As you mentioned, they already have the lead 13-12. This is special for Coach Eric Gonzalez because they've only led for a grand total of 2 minutes in the first 2 games of these finals. They would want to have a different story in front of Renz Palma. But now, we have a report coming in from Mika Abesamis about Pampanga.
With the many achievements of Balti Baltazar, two-time MVP, a possible back-to-back champ, former star of the LSU, former Gilas player, one thing he will bring to his next endeavors is the pride of the fans in the MPBL in general. Hindi lang daw ang mga Kapampangan. Sabi niya, Mika, matagal akong hindi makakapaglaro dito sa Brenzy, kaya raramdamin ko ang bawat sigaw. Nakita niyo naman, he's so hyped up. Migs Heavy, speaking of achievements, nagulat siya sa bagong development sa buhay niya. Pag-uwi daw niya from Dubai, nagulat siya na si Zeus, ang kanyang anak, ay nagdadunk. Ginagaya daw siya sa laruan niya na mini basketball. So here he is, about to support the future career of Zeus Baltazar. Migs and Javi.
Maraming salamat at naiklaro ni Mika na mini basketball ring ang tinataktakan ni Zeus. Kasi kung dumataktak na yan dito pa lang sa sa Brenzy Convention Center, talagang Diyos na yan, si Zeus paglaki niya. As now, there is a foul called with that aggressive defense. A bit too aggressive for Raymond Binoya. There you see Zeus Baltazar. Just watching, looking anxious at the sideline, ready for another finals MVP award possibly for his father.
Yeah, you could tell that he just loves watching Balti play on the floor. Kanina nga nakita natin, inaagawan niya ng spotlight yung kanyang ama. And he was even giving some celebrations for his father, yung kain na celebration. He
Yeah.
was doing it in front of the camera.
If you actually follow Justin Baltazar on social media, you would see how animated his son is. Bata pa lang, kumpiyansa na yan. What more when he starts playing basketball on a competitive level? Here's his dad, Balti shooting. And he gets the bounce just like that, pointing to his son Zeus at the sideline.
And I like what Mika mentioned, that he is really much more animated and locked in this game because talagang this might be his last game here at the Brenzy Convention Center as LJ Gonzalez knocks down that jumper. Even the breaks of the game are going his way.
15 all. 2 minutes gone by in the second. Ray's son going to Alcoriza, the former All-Star. No good. And there is a loose ball foul.
Alcoriza might not have played a lot of games for Pampanga during the regular season, but in the first 2 games, especially in Game 1, he was a key player. As we take a look at the beast,
Talk about key players.
Calvin Abueva in the venue here, supporting, of course, his former patron and Governor Dennis Delta Pineda and the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. As one of the one of the Kapampangan players already making a name for themselves in professional basketball.
Pampangans playing defense. Fuentes against Rayson. Jodel shoots and he scores. Fuentes and Gonzalez have come alive in this quarter.
Now this is a good sign para kay Coach Eric Gonzalez. Quezon exchanging blows here with Pampanga. They're fighting on defense, but this is what they have to prevent. Giving up those ticky-tacky fouls, especially if it's away from the basketball. You see here Rayson trying to body up and push out Jodel Fuentes away from the shaded area. But Jodel Fuentes, this is what he does best. Those fadeaway jumpers, despite defenses up in his face, he can knock those shots down.
They're altering the narrative of second quarters in these finals. As we mentioned, it has been a plus 19 for Pampanga in the first two games in terms of second quarter scoring. Quezon with the advantage. Baseline inbound, and here's Jamo Eguilos. Baseline attack. Eguilos with the reverse. 2+1.
That is just too easy, Mix. RJ Minerva is supposed to be the faster player against Jamo Eguilos, but the veteran big man, using his physicality, using his strength, nanggulang na nga ng konti to be able to get to that baseline. And look at that, that reverse was so easy, not even a look of bother on his face as he made that basket.
Speaking of gulang, he did tell me that's one of their biggest advantages against the bigs of Quezon, their experience. Eguilos himself is a champion already back in the inaugural season of the MPBL with the Batangas Sinti Tanduay Athletics. Gonzalez saw an opening. LJ kicks it out. Here's RJ Minerva with an air ball. LJ, second try, short. There you go, the putback by Minerva.
Surprisingly, nobody boxing out RJ Minerva. That was a rare occasion for Pampanga. You don't usually see someone who is left all alone for that offensive rebound. Good thing for RJ Minerva, he was able to get the 2 points for the Huskers.
19-18, Balti, post action. NJ to Archie, cash and shoot. The second three-pointer in this game for Archie Concepcion.
Don't you just love how Archie Concepcion plays? I mean, this guy is just living in every moment that he is in.
Minerva, another air ball. Something's going on with his hand.
The first shot earlier, you could already see that there was something wrong with his release. And that same shot earlier from the same spot, wala pa rin.
Nothing wrong though, the release of Archie Concepcion. This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Archie with 8 points. Abundo is back. Same goes for Gravera. LJ Gonzalez is having a word with his assistant coaches. Here's the MVP. Balti kicks it out. Archie. Close out by Tamsi. 8 on the shot clock. Concepcion dances. Archie escapes and then he lost the ball. Was that a pass? 2 points for Jamo Eguilos.
Whether it was a pass or a missed shot, nadulas man lang sa kanyang kamay, still 2 points for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Look at that last play. Makes Archie Concepcion a couple of years back, he did not have that counter move. So pag na-shutdown na siya ng defense sa isang side, ipapasa niya na lang yan. But he was able to spin off the defense and get into the lane against Tamsi.
23-19 now, a miss by Gravera. Momentum swinging back Pampanga's way. Let's see that counter move by Archie Concepcion.
You see he went between the legs and then he spun away from Francis Tamsi, making that play possible para kay Jamo Eguilos.
Back down, dominate, a miss by Baltazar. It's Jamo, stripped.
Gallant stand there defensively for the Huskers. Let's hope they convert here.
Gravera, handoff, Fuentes for 3. Short, rebound Balti.
Gravera was scintillating from the outside in game 1. I don't understand why he did not take the advantage of attempting a 3-point shot. He was wide open, instead decided to hand it off to Fuentes, who missed.
Rodel made 5 out of 6 3-pointers in game 1, en route to 20 points. Archie's feeling it. He's the first guy to reach double figures.
Basic handoff play, 2-man on the left side. Concepcion receives it, turns the corner. Poor rotation defensively for the Huskers.
This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki, the Royal Bazooka. Just living up to that name. Once an underdog in Arellano, now a star in Pampanga. This was a man who had to prove himself back in Season 4, earning Homegrown Player of the Year honors. But now, He is twice selected in the All-MPBL second team, 25-19. Our beloved founder, Senator Manny Pacquiao, joins us at the sideline. Ms. Jinky as well, the founder of Jinky Skin. We are coming back to you live from the Brenzy Gal Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. Let's talk about the other premier big man of Pampanga in Jamo Eguilos.
Only averaging 5.6 points during the regular season. Stepped it up in Game 2. He has been a vital cog of the starting unit of Governor Dennis Delta Pineda in this entire season. He is a perfect example of if you can't beat them, join them. He was part of the Bacoor City Strikers last year. Faced the same team that he is part of in the National Championship a year ago. And now he is here to try and win a second MPBL ring for himself with Pampanga and help the Giant Lanterns make history as the first back-to-back heroes and champions of this league.
Eguilos, by the way, is on pace for another double-double at 5 points and 5 rebounds so far. We have 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Gonzalez pulls up. No good. Counter for Pampanga. Serrano's on the move. Alley-oop. Garcia. Sorry. Miss. And here comes Alvin Abundo. Pull up. Alvin converts.
You need those plays coming from Alvin Abundo, coming down off of a rebound, seeing that there was no ball stop in front of him, went up and pulled up in the elbow.
Post action once more for Balti. Baltazar, no good. And here's Alvin. Met by Garcia, Abundo, handing it off. Gonzalez. 12 to work with. LJ, nice split. That's just short, nadula sa kamay niya. Outlet, signature Pampanga basketball.
Well, actually, in my opinion, from my point of view, hindi naman nadulas kay LJ yung bola. Pero nakita niya kasi na help si Balti, and that's why nagdalawang isip siya. He was supposed to go for a pull-up, instead decided to go for a one-hand push shot. Not even a lot of feet off the ground.
Abundo tried to give it up to Bunyag. Alvin getting it again. And Encho will now slow down.
That's for shot selection coming from Alvin Abundo. He could have given up another extra pass to the top and maybe initiate another pick and roll action. Concepcion is feeling it.
13 points for Archie Concepcion, and this is the biggest lead of Pampanga. A block by Archie, but a foul by a teammate of his.
A big shot after big shot here for Pampanga, especially Archie Concepcion. Early in the shot clock here, first pass coming from MJ Garcia. Balti was asking for it, but Concepcion, despite being a few inches off of the three-point line, was not shy in hoisting that shot off. Clean block upstairs, but there might have been body contact down low. That's why naputukan ng whistle dun ang Pampanga defense.
We have Sir Don Gonzalez, the Senior Deputy Speaker Congressman of Pampanga, present at the sideline alongside the rest of the Gonzalez family. I'm pretty sure they're not related to LJ Gonzalez, so shooting free throws as of this moment.
Free throw shooting continues to be a problem, particularly for LJ Gonzalez in this game. He has not made a perfect trip to the free throw line sa ating laro.
That would help the case of Governor Coach Dennis Delta Pineda, who has his proud father watching at the sidelines, Sir Bong Pineda. Balti backing down. That's a foul. A hold by Simon Sandagon.
Very clear there that he was using his right hand to try and prevent Balti from attempting a spin move going to the other side.
It's going to be a baseline inbound for our MVP. Alley-oop to Encho. Another sorry miss.
But what a lucky break for the Huskers. Serrano was all alone in front of the basket.
Handoff. Fuentes back to Abundo. Given space. Alvin against Balti. Another kick out. Gravera's turn to pull up. Rodel, short. Rebound, Baltazar. Outlet pass to Egilos. Big to big action, but Jamo was unable to control it. Fuentes. Nice closeout by MJ. It's Tamsi. Fuentes to the corner. Alvin bothered by Balti. That's short.
I'm surprised Gravera has not been looking to shoot here para sa Quezon Huskers. Yes, he attempted the pull-up shot earlier, but there was also one instance in that last play where he was free off of the two-man game and decided to pass off in the middle despite him being open for a three-point shot.
A miss by Serrano, and we're back with Quezon. 80 seconds before halftime. Sandagon. Hand off to Fuentes. Simon has a roller. Sandagon hung in the air. Put back for him.
Amazing second effort there by Simon Sandagon, going up against the back-to-back MVP Balti Baltazar. Went up and put his shot back in. That's a big play for the Huskers here as we wind down our second quarter.
Definitely a good adjustment by Simon Sandagon. After all, he knew about the 3 blocks of Balti Baltazar in game number 2. This timeout is brought to you by the MPBL Party List ng Kaliga ng Mamamayang Pilipino. Presenting our fan of the game, brought to you by Jinky Skin. Glad to have her inside the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. This is the first national finals game happening in the Philippines. If you missed the first 2, well, the MPBL crew was actually in Dubai alongside these Giant Lanterns and these Quezon Huskers. Pampanga is 1 win away from achieving MPBL history. They're looking to be the first franchise to win back-to-back and 2 MPBL championships, while the Quezon Huskers are looking to give us a game number 4 back in Quezon Province this coming Tuesday. By the way, we have to remind everybody, Pampanga hasn't lost a playoff game in 2 years. That is the Balti Baltazar effect for you guys here in the MPBL. Archie brings it down, working with Encho Serrano. Ramirez providing the pick. Archie did not use it. The leaner and the miss. Rebound Tamsi. Forward to Fuentes. And on the chase, MJ won it for Pampanga.
Turnovers have been one of the main reasons why the Huskers haven't been able to really get out and run as much as they would want to in this series. So better decisions should happen here for the Huskers, especially coming from their veterans like Al Francis Tamsi.
Tamsi opted to not give out the outlet in that previous sequence, or in this sequence, as Fuentes now shoots and he misfires. Ball tapped and recovered by Quezon. 15 seconds. Tamsi, no foul, but a 3-pointer.
Big basket by Tamsi to cut the lead to 3 with just 8 seconds to go here. Let's see what Pampanga does on this last play.
4 seconds. Archie, no good. Rebound Encho. That's a putback attempt. Just a bit too strong for him. And so we enter halftime with a 3-point advantage. Something that the Quezon Husker fans should actually be happy about.
That's correct. You know, they have been dominated in the second quarters in both Game 1 and Game 2. You see here, Archie Concepcion was a big reason why in Game 1. In Game 2, he struggled from the field. But here in Game 3, he is looking to give the Pampanga Giant Lanterns their back-to-back round already in double figures here in the first half.
He's looking to duplicate a 30-point performance against Quezon in the regular season. That's his season high. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX.